I'm Chris Roller, and this is off the cuff. I haven't even made any notes, so this may not be my final draft. We'll see here about what I'm going to talk about. But the things that I'm going to do if I or a partner get elected, if I'm vice or president or whatever, things that my team will do is make the lawmaking process more democratic. So, in other words, more democratic via the people. So there's going to be a voice via the people, similar to the way AmericansElect.org is making a voice for a third candidacy, similar to that, where the people are having control of Congress. And if it works out well, perhaps just eliminate congressmen as they are. We'll see how it works. It might literally take years before we decide what's working and what's not. But basically, I just want to get it working. I want to get the system to just stop it being corrupt. And by the way, this is unthinkable to any politician out there. And in fact, they will probably be trying to kill me once they hear this message, especially if they find out that I am actually running or something. The hits will be alive, and good thing I'm hard to kill, because that is, you wouldn't believe how much corruption is at the very layer of those seats. And I mean, everybody and their brother will be trying to kill me instantly if they find out that their vote's going to be merged with the people's, and eventually maybe even eliminated if it's working out. What they've got is not. I don't want to make a complete change. I'm just saying a gradual third party, third people, and if it's working good, and we'll make them a majority of the decision or something, and eventually just weed them out. That will cause so many hits attempts on my life. It's just you won't believe it. You will not believe it. So I think that we, as a collective, are much more smarter than than 100 people who are getting bought out. Because it doesn't take much brains to be at the center of that, where money is ruling, and that's the bottom line. Is money is king, and wherever that flows, you'll find the favors being done. What else? The next process is basically the distribution of wealth will be such that it will be taxed very heavily for the rich and very, very little for the poor, if any, for the poor. I have on my Truman account, I've got a scale that kind of gives it away. If you're making $10 million a year, you're pretty much going to get taxed 80%. Take home $2 million a year, you ball about that. Then you're just a weasel. You're not a team player. We're a team as a country, and if you can't play as a team, then go to another country, and we'll survive without you. You're not going to mooch and mooch off the system, which is what you're doing. These people, they have all this money. They're able to buy the lobbyists who will get the laws passed, the bailouts and the laws, these little nooks and what they call the beef, the pork and barrel of these laws that get passed, that hook up people, and it's just a few people that are getting hooked up, and then they say that it's creating jobs, and they give it all, fluff it up like it's all like they're good people, and they're not. So the thing is to get rid of is to tax, because of that unfairness of the way that works, that system in which you're rich enough to be able to buy the lobbyists, which then hook up the rich. Because of that unfairness, there has to be a grading scale that essentially makes the playing field fair, and that is to strip as much money as you can off the rich. And again, this is another thing that's going to require the ability to be able to stay alive. And it's a good thing that they can't kill me, because that's going to be round 2 of the kill sessions, is when they're trying to kill me for that one. So I think those are really those are the two main. Really, it's that politician-rich team that's creating the ickiness of our lives. They're screwing everything up because they're so greedy, and they don't give a crap about you. That's why they're so they're mean. They're evil. That's why they don't want to give any money away. They're evil. They want you to die, and they're hoping and they're the ones probably trying. They would love to probably launch a nuclear weapon and just blow 80% of the country, 80% of the planet up. But I think I've got some friends that are keeping those nuclear weapons from getting launched. I've got a strong feeling that's occurred. So they don't care about you. They're trying to eliminate you. And the bottom line is, if you're poor, you're going to love me. And if you like entertainment, you're going to love me. Because I'm going to dig up all the crap, all the corruption that's going on, and I'm going to expose it, and I'm going to make fun of it. I'm going to embarrass everybody. And really, it's just going to be a lot of laughs, I think, for everybody. Just I'll be, the late night, the comedy shows will just have a heyday with not just me, because I am goofy, but the things that I uncover. I mean, it's just so much fun it's just going to be a lot of fun. It really is. So if you're looking for a guy that you can make fun of, a guy that's going to create the entertainment of what I just mentioned, of the uncovering all this crap and exposing it, embarrassing it, and everybody's going to feed off it. So these two main topics, the third one's entertainment, but the first two, I think in dealing with this, you're going to uncover all the corruption, and that's just going to create stories, and that's going to be like, it's going to be entertainment of some sort. You create movie scripts based on the stuff that I uncover. I don't understand why that's not currently. I don't understand how that's not occurring. There's just so much corruption. I don't understand why it's not being told. So I don't know. I think those three things form the Trinity, I suppose you could say, in this. The congressman, the rich, and the entertainment, the Trinity. I'm just making that up off the cuff. I'm just doing this off the cuff. It sounds halfway decent. I'll probably publish it. But I think there's a lot of people out there that I'll have a lot of help. I think once this gets going, I think it's just going to be so much help in creating. And I want to create heaven. That's the fourth thing, is that I'm trying to create heaven, and I know that that's via entertainment. That I'm going to make it entertaining for you all, and that's going to be heaven. At least for now, it's going to be heaven. I think there's going to be different versions of heaven down the road, but this one is going to be entertaining. It's entertainment for most, and embarrassment for some. Oh shoot. So yeah, I want to create heaven, and if parties, if people aren't voting a certain way, I want to mention something that I can do is I can probably accuse congressmen of molesting my children, and I'm sure they don't want to hear that. So that's going to be something that they're probably going to step down. So I have the leverage to be able to convince them to vote a certain way, or if they're not going to abide by what the people are saying based on the people's input, and if they're not going along with that, we're going to find out why. And if they're doing whatever the lobbyists are doing, we can start making allegations that just that'll probably get them to resign. So there is just a lot of, and again, if I start doing that, there's round 3 of the hits. You know what I'm saying? and 4 and 5 will soon come after that. It's just I can get things done. The bottom line is get things done, and it's going to be funny, and it's going to be entertaining, and it's going to be enjoyable for everybody. So it's just a different. It's just going to be good. It's a different approach that's going to be just so fun and exhilarating and entertaining and heavenly. I think that you'll want to vote for me. One more item I'm splicing in here is the, back where I'm taking from the rich. It's not just not taxing the poor, it's actually providing some welfare, at least initially, say, $100 a week or something per household or per adult. I'm not sure how I'd work it, but that's and it'd be to everybody, but the rich aren't gonna. That's not gonna help the rich out. That's just gonna make them mad because everybody's getting some money, and I'm gonna end up extracting it from the rich. So that's gonna make them even that much angrier. They seem to have this problem of giving away what they've earned, and yet they've actually just sort of stolen it via the mechanism I mentioned earlier about you just use the power to buy the hookups, and then you get the money, and they say that they've earned it. No, they really haven't. They've just abused the system and essentially stolen. So I'm just taking the money back, and I'm going to redistribute it in a proper way and give, like I say, some money, at least $100 a month per household, and it could be. It kind of depends on how much I can extract from the rich, but it could be, it could even be $500 or even $1,000 a month. It all depends on, it just depends. It'd be fun as heck. It'd be a fancy all this is kind of a fantasy. Yeah, will I get elected, or will I get up there? Will I get famous? I've had this site up here for 12 years now, and it's 8 years. Excuse me, 8 years. And will this be the time when it happens? I don't know, but this could all be another boy cries wolf. I hear I'm out. Now, the boy cries wolf is actually the people that are telling me that this should be done. So the psychic sense are telling me this needs to be done so that you can be ready. And so really, I'm the one being jerked around. I'm not crying wolf. They are. And what the heck? It can't hurt just posting this up there. Who knows? Maybe this will be the time. I mean, this is 2012. The Revelations, the end of times or something is coming. So, yeah, I can only hope. I don't know. It does seem close. At the same time, I wonder. So I'll get this up there and let you know that So if you're like in the lower 90% of the income people, which is most everybody's making less than only 1%. If you're not the 1%, you're probably going to vote for me. I'm not even sure how I would get less than 70% of the vote based off this principle. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure how come Barack Obama, who said the same thing, he didn't get 70% of the vote either. So I'm not sure why, assuming 90% of the people are poor or below 100,000, I don't know why I wouldn't get 80% of the vote. Anyways, toss it out there. Vote for me if it happens. If I'm on the ballot somehow, it'll be a fun time. Guaranteed. It'll be it's going to be heaven. It's going to be heaven, and it's going to be a fun time. Thank you.